Hey,
Hi.
welcome back to
to
Brotherly Advice. And once again, another week.
Whew.
Well, even though we missed last week
Oh
again.
my gosh, it's been a hectic last couple weeks of summer. You know, we've been working a lot. You know, got 3 jobs
Going
going,
out a lot.
and this social media thing is a lot to handle.
It is.
You think it's easy?
It's not.
It's not.
It's a lot to handle, guys.
Like,
I just can't
people just don't want to
anymore.
work anymore.
Like they don't. I'm here busting my ass off, and I
I'm just
just
like always
can't.
busting my ass.
I
I'm working.
can't.
Speaking of always busting your ass, she has a collab coming out with Beats.
Again.
This woman does not rest.
I,
They are nice though. I look,
yeah,
want
they're
the
really.
cream
I
color.
want to buy them. I mean,
You really just bought a pair.
even though I just bought a pair, but like they're probably be like $600.
I was looking at them. They're like 500.
Yeah, I'm not
I was
surprised.
like,
That's a whole.
all because it has Kim Kardashian's name on it.
Yeah,
Must be nice. Good for her.
that sounds
It's a
reasonable.
lot
I
going
guess.
on though.
Um,
Round of applause for our senior here. Wow, he made it to senior year with no children and no dropping out.
that was close to dropping out, not having children.
Also, another round of applause because you got your learner's permit finally. He's 19 with a.
I'm not 19. I'm 18.
Oh
I'm 18.
no, you're.
I'm 18.
Oh, sorry,
2006.
guys.
April
An
29th. Just in case you
18-year-old.
guys want to buy me something. This coming up April.
Yeah,
April 29th.
he got his learner's permit finally. So
It was so easy. I don't know what I was. I honestly don't know what I was like holding my.
freaking out for him.
Yeah. I got an 88.
Wow.
Yeah, first time taking it. Passed it the
Passed.
first time.
First time. So did I. So
Congratulations on that. But like back then, things has changed.
it's been the same.
Questions have changed.
No, I'm pretty sure they reworded them differently. If it was that easy, your
Yeah.
sister has taken it so far 4 times.
4 times she hasn't passed
And
it.
she still hasn't passed it. So
We love her,
we're
but
working on that.
she needs to pick it up.
Yeah, so that's been going on, guys.
Why have you been?
Oh, I've been busy.
With
I
what?
know, work.
Oh,
Like,
work.
I have a big boy job, so I have to show up for work, and I get off late. So sometimes I'm like taking a nap here and there when I can, and then like yesterday I slept in way too in. I woke up at 12.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
I was that tired. I was so tired.
Is that what you text me? I won't be like, think of, or,
Yesterday?
or was that later? No, that was later, huh?
Yeah, that was later.
Because
But
he's like, think of a topic.
yeah,
I was like, brother, I'm going to bed.
so I think of a topic right now.
I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm taking my ass to bed.
So I had to think of a topic by myself at
Mm.
work. I was like, working, and I was like, topic for tomorrow.
You had like a whole like 3 hours left.
So
You got it.
I know. I always do.
Yeah.
I have to be like Kim K. I have to
Yeah.
be the
breadwinner of the house.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to be the breadwinner of this house.
Yeah.
So, but
Well-
anyways, how's senior year treating you so far? Good, bad. It's been like a week and a half.
It's been annoying. I already wasted like a good, let's say, $80 on just. I mean, it's my fault. I
Mhm.
wasted $80 on just like merch for like the cross country team. I bought a sweatshirt and I bought a shirt and I bought the girls sweatpants. It has like a little like the little girl like the little Logan Bear the Lady
I'm just a
Berry
little girl.
the Lady Berry and it says XC 2025 2024.
Why that? What did the guys get?
They're basic. We
Oh.
didn't we don't even
They said
have
black. That's it. You're
no
done.
we didn't even have an option for sweatpants.
Oh.
And like we were the company is like also based with Nike. So there was Nike products in there and they're like $50. $50 for a sweatshirt. Bajada de 50. I was like, I'm not gonna pay for that. And I don't know. I already wasted a bunch of money. It still hasn't settled in that I'm a senior, but I'm doing senior activities. If that makes sense. Like the other day, we had a picture day for cross, and they're like, I always say every year you take your group photo, and they're like, okay, seniors, and I was gonna walk out, but I was like, wait, I am the
a
senior.
I
I was
am.
like,
I am the senior citizen.
I am that senior, so I need to. I was like, okay.
This is like the last. I think it's kind of too early in the year for you to feel like a senior. But once after, I think maybe homecoming. Once homecoming kind of
Once I win homecoming,
pass, is you're just gonna be like, oh shit, because literally homecoming is what in like 4 weeks, 5 weeks at the most. Like it's like mid October
hmm
usually mid October if I remember correctly. So I'm like, so that's when you probably like okay, then you have like your senior last senior meeting and stuff like that for the ring and like stuff. It slowly all kind of just follows in, trickles in. But
yeah,
enjoy it while you
it's been
can.
engulfing my whole entire life right
You know, I miss senior year.
now. No, I don't.
I mean, you'll look back and you'll be happy.
I know. What's her name? Allison was just like, I hope when you look back that you're proud of yourself, like I am proud of you. And she's like, you kept up and you've done well, and like you've done everything in the books, and just know that you like you're like good as be off. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
It's
No,
like
I'm not.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But yeah. I mean, and then eventually you're gonna graduate. So. Woohoo! Hopefully, next coming years. I want to be more involved with social media. I really do. We really need to take it serious because so far we're just like here and there. That's why we haven't been posting. I mean, I haven't been pushing to post because I know it's been overwhelming for you and it's a little bit overwhelming for me.
We
Just
were
to
supposed to from
just to come up with
last
ideas.
Saturday,
You know,
but we had an event, or was it Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday,
We were supposed to record last Sunday.
and we had an event.
We had a family event.
And then we were just sitting down, and I totally forgot about the pod. And then he was just
See,
like, when we were about to leave, he was just like, "Oh, we still have to film the pod." I was like,
he's like, I'm trying to go to bed. Like,
I'm trying to go to bed.
okay, fine.
Well, because you know we had to wake up early tomorrow, like the next day,
Okay,
and I was not gonna like
sacrifices.
do with no sleep.
Sacrifices.
That's not in my books.
Right now we gotta struggle a little bit, but eventually we're gonna get a routine.
Not
But
with sleep. I'm not
anyways,
struggling with sleep.
oh yeah. So today's topic I was thinking about last night. So I
You
ran
yourself.
me, myself, and I were just
Yeah.
sitting there facing
I'll
each
just
other.
think myself.
You know, I was like, ¿qué hablamos? ¿De qué
¿Qué
podemos?
quiere, qué quiere,
¿Qué
que el
queremos?
público qué quiere, que se
Ajá,
le
ajá. ¿Qué
antoja,
se le quiere? ¿Qué
que,
requieren?
ujú,
Maybe a little flash,
ujú,
of reality in your face.
ajá.
But I was thinking, fuck, about kind of like if when you take a step back, on certain
Let me
situations,
read your message.
we're gonna look at the evidence.
Am I toxic?
Yes.
Question mark, exclamation mark.
Yeah. And then I obviously immediately said for the topic for tomorrow because I didn't want to be
I was like,
like
yes.
damn, such a deep ass conversation really quick. Yeah. So like signs that you are toxic, or do you feel like you're ever toxic, brother?
um, let's see. Let me think. I know I can be a toxic boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not a toxic friend. I'm not really much of a
Mm-hmm.
toxic friend. I'm very much of a like do whatever you want type of friend. I mean, because like you're a friend is only there to, like to guide you and to like only give you like basically advice and not tell you what to do with your life. But like once in a it's in a relationship. I don't know if it's just because of the trauma or if it's just because like I'm not controlling, but like when I see signs of infidelity, like
This is you being a boyfriend
not
as a
yeah,
boyfriend. Okay.
like like when I see signs of infidelity,
Infidelity.
yeah, like them not talking to me anymore, like very little conversation, being very dry, or like
He's cheating on me,
not
motherfucker.
wanting to hang out. Like I get it. Okay, this is where communication comes in key. Because when you're a grown up, you have to communicate. You're like, hey, I can't be on my phone today. Like, I'll text you at the end of the day. Like, it's a good, like, okay, it's fine. You know that like communication and that type of scenario, it's fine. But when it's like, hey, hi, how are you? Oh, good. Like, Like,
That's when I text. My back hurts, and they'll be like, "Why? It's carrying this fucking conversation."
no, literally, like it's just like that. Well, once like those little hints start like hinting at me,
Hmm.
then I obviously I don't want to let them go, but at the same time I'm going to let it go. But a little part of me is like, okay, what if I control this? What if I control that? I need to control this, so like that way this turns out like this and this and the it's a whole me being toxic, like basically controlling their whole entire aspect of life, and that's not cute. So it's just a push that like I'm not toxic, but if you push me to be toxic, I will be toxic. That's my view.
Well, I was like kind of researching this a little bit. I was like, wow, okay, how, 'cause that's such a, it's such a,
Is this from a professional?
apparently so, but it's such a deep question to ask yourself because it you can't grow without taking a step back and seeing all of like your
Your
past
defects.
actions. You know, like nobody's perfect, only God and Jesus. And but at the same time, like you to take self inventory and realize that okay, am I toxic? Like, how do I know I'm toxic? Because like a lot of people view certain things differently, and that's to everybody's discretion, you know. But as a I mean, sometimes I feel like as a person we can be toxic. I myself included. I don't know if you guys like want to scroll all the way down to the very first video of the season. Um, some things I've said like, oh, when you're in a relationship, you know, it's kind of like very much just me and you, not your friends. And blah blah. Blah. I'm dating you. I'm dating your
And you still
not
say
your
that.
friends. And I'm still stuck with that. But at the same time, like I think I've realized that I can't control people.
Now, did you see why I was kind of like,
Yeah, I can't
I think you
control
are the toxic one.
I can't control people in that situation. So I've learned that I've grown from that. See, like look at that, we're growing as a human being, and you know, we're evolving. But I still think that relationship should be, you know, just the two people. Not
Brotherly advice.
taking my own advice. But at the same time, like I think I've given up. I've loosened that part of like if they want to hang, like it's kind
Oh
of
my god, this is such a good idea. Whenever you're mad at your partner, and since we already have this like channel going on, like, and you're like mad at them for like a situation they did, we should talk about the situation on camera and post it and everything, and then make them watch the video, and then that way they
and
know.
then just post it. And
Yeah,
then there
exactly.
you
That's me being toxic.
go. Yeah, there you go. That's toxicity right there. But this website that I just kind of stumbled up on. They label a toxic person as someone who regularly displays actions and behavior that hurt others and otherwise negatively impact the lives of other people around them. And they're usually the main instigating factor of a toxic relationship. But so
So like them, the definition for them is toxic is like them hurting their
like
other
this,
people.
it goes on to say the difference between being toxic and acting toxic is the first thing. The first is when is ingrained in our personality in the activity enjoying hurting others. The second corresponds to aspects of our behavior. Sometimes without knowing it, these toxic behaviors can take over. Thinking think about is a muscle into which you're unknowingly pumping metaphorical steroids. Soon it will looks like the Hulk. The good news is with self reflection, asking for feedback from others, we can be aware of these habits and er- eradicate them so they can become better people. Here are a few most common behaviors, and then it goes on to say the common behaviors that a toxic person has, according to this.
What are the red flags? I want to hear them. I'm very
Um,
interested now.
so apparently a sign of toxic person, and I'm always kind of like this. I mean, I take certain situations like this, but you're always sarcastic.
The fuck? Am
Like,
I toxic?
honestly, I'm like, wait, I'm sarcastic half the time, but like, I mean, I take seriousness when it's needed to be serious. But most of the time, I'm always sarcastic, or I always say something sarcastic as a line. So I don't know. Like, I'm like, oh, like, am I being called out?
First red flag.
No. See, like it goes on to say that re, the clever retort that's accompanied by a raucous laughter on a comedy, we've come to think it's a good thing. Perhaps I even spare towards that. It's often to the point that people who don't know how to be clever believe that they're terrible, but dull conversationalist, but the truth is, the funny on the Big Bang Theory isn't necessarily funny in real life when you're on the receiving end. I guess. I mean, that's a way to look at it, but also
Did some angry bitch just write this article
probably just like
saying that
my boyfriend is
I
always
hate funny
sarcastic.
people. Funny people annoy me.
No, because I can see how it can hurt because sometimes like most of I've bumped into this situation where not a lot of people can read my sarcasm.
Just so yours know.
Like I'm being sarcastic. I mean, I guess if you don't know me as well, like if you don't really like know me, and I'm sarcastic, it can come off pretty douchey.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see that how people can perceive that. I mean, eventually once you get to know me, you're like, oh, this fucking asshole is
Fucking around.
he's just messing around.
Yeah.
But he, they also say the second one is you deal with conflict in a roundabout way, which is I'm like,
The
what?
runabout way.
Yeah. So conflict is uncomfortable. We don't like to deal with tricky situations directly, so we devise ways of getting around them. But if you're always beating around the bush and then secretly hosting it via sullen behavior, stubbornness, and subtle insults, it just amplifies the problem and turns into a single conflict
Oh,
into a
so I don't
larger
have this
issue.
problem.
I don't either. I think if I have a conflict, I think I'm very, you know.
Yeah. I'm always very
I mean,
direct.
obviously, I probably ignore you or it for a hot second, but then eventually I will
Come back
come
around.
back around, yeah, and deal with it. But I don't avoid it. I just take a minute for myself because I've also like
You take a minute to think about the nice words and about the pretty words that you're gonna say, and
yeah,
not
because mom kind of brought that to my attention like a while ago when I would be pissed at her and like I would lash out and say hurtful feelings, hurt her feelings. So I take that into consideration when she told me like she kind of like, hey, you're a fucking asshole when you're fucking mad or when you don't it doesn't go your way. So I've realized that in myself. So I take a step back always from you know if people are making me mad or people are just like annoying. I try to step away for a minute, come back later. Come back refreshed, ready to go because
ready to go.
you know ready to fight. I'm also not very competitive, but this is they label this as a competition. Like if you're very competitive, they label it as a toxic
So am I like the toxic one in this relationship?
mood. She said, telling someone who
No, this is dumb. This is dumb.
you went through a similar experience as they did is different from trying to show how you had it worse. The first is where you show you resonate with the other person and use that empathy to connect. The second one is competition. Right? I mean,
The bitch just hates funny people, shy people, and then competitive people.
well, I think it
So
just depends. You gotta think about it. This episode. You're gonna think a lot.
think
Brotherly advice.
think with us.
Brotherly advice. But let's break it down. So like I said, there.
Okay, math class. Let's break
Let's break it
it down.
down. A square plus B square equals
Oh
C
my god, shut
square.
up.
Find
The
the
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem. um, gotta think about it. So like how it says, sometimes we like, oh yeah, I went through something similar, but sometimes we do it to in a form to connect with that person. But there's are certain people out there. It just depends how you gotta like I said, take a step back. Why am I saying this? Am I saying just to connect with this person, or am I saying this just to like
Be rude.
tell them that I went through it harder.
Yeah.
Like my situation was way worse than
Yeah.
yours. Like kind of like how we lost our dad, right? And we I'm trying to make it into like a positive thing and spin it around and give access to the people. Um, so to see how not to see how we managed it, but like maybe they can find some sort of inspiration off of that. And see how if these two can do it, I can do. Like I lost my dad too.
They're always trying to up one you.
Yeah, right. That kind of like that. But oh fuck, I lost my train of thought. I was going
Sorry.
with that.
Oopsie.
But yeah, so like it's not this is not us trying to up one everybody else's situation. This is just us sharing our situation with the whole world and hoping that
People can
we
connect.
can give people hope that yes, our loved ones are gone, but life goes on and this is how, we've sort of moved on. Um uh yeah, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That-
yeah.
Number four, I'm kind of like also taken aback that you turn everything to a joke. I'm a comedian person, it's in my blood to be funny.
Like, life can't just be so
I
serious, my
know.
love. This bitch is probably like angry at the world writing this article.
Let's see. This is we all met that one person who ends every line with "haha" and has to make a joke out of everything, even the most serious and saddest stuff. Maybe it's because we don't know how to deal with the situation, or you feel uncomfortable as it rips open old emotional wounds. So we try to escape via lightheartedness.
Mm,
I don't do that.
no one is like sad and serious.
No, yeah.
Like a like
I mean, when I'm being sarcastic over text, I will put "ha ha ha" JK JK JK, but like.
but other than that, I'm like, LOL, bitch. She
LOL.
just hates funny people like me.
Uh, she also gives you a fix on this one. The fix. It's okay. You don't need to have the answer to everything right now. Simply say, "I feel a little uncomfortable and I'm sorry because I'm not used to this. This is a lot more respectful than laughing and help your loved one. And you deepen your relationship as you navigate the complications of being human."
Okay, but there's a difference
There's
between
the situations, I guess,
there's a difference between my dad passed away
and
and
you
then
go, "Ha ha,
yeah, or there's a difference between like I'm gay. Exactly. I was saying, which one's the perfect one? LOL or be like, I understand you.
I get it.
I get
Love pink.
it. Like, which was more like which was more of a human thing? Like, LOL, I know.
Like, good job. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Gay.
Gay.
Number five is you want to fix everything and everyone.
No, not really.
I don't have that
I don't
complexity.
have
I
it.
mean, I've met people that are like that,
I don't
but
have
they
that.
try to fix
I don't have that type of energy.
stuff that's, out of the control. But, there's only so much you can fix.
Yeah.
Like, just do your part, stick to you, something like that. This one, number six, is that you secretly crave disaster because the care you receive from it. And this one's a long one.
I know a girl that knows how to do that knows that.
It says when we want to make a change, there are usually two sides of us in conflict. One side desires transformation, but the other one doesn't because it has something to gain from the status quo. Much as we hate to admit it, as part of us may enjoy the attention from the drama and the subsequent pity parties we throw. Two times happen, and we get stuck in the Groundhog Day rut.
Oh,
Oh. No, I'm not like that.
no.
On the contrary, I mean, I'm always in. Apparently, I'm always in everybody's. I'm a topic of conversation, which you know. Thanks for that. But at the same time, I kind of hate it. Like I don't like it.
I love it.
I don't because like it's not any people's business. Oh, somebody's hungry.
I'm not hungry.
We have a guest inside this episode. Arain stomach.
She's
She's a
shy.
little shy. It's okay.
No, I have to go use the restroom. This coffee's hitting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like guys, he's gonna take a fat, juicy.
Cause I'm so skinny.
Oh yeah.
I'm so
Y'all don't live
skinny.
with him. I'm surprised how much comes out of a small ass person.
Bitch.
¿Qué? ¿Nomás digo?
Continue on.
¿Qué?
Continue on with the
Anyway,
toxicity.
now, are you relating to this? Is this the content you need? Oh, she came out.
She's relating.
She is relating.
She's
The,
like,
the
yeah.
stomach is relating. She said, yes. Um, Number seven is you think pointing out someone's flaws will help them to change. Mm, it depends how you go about it, I think.
Yeah, it does. I
Because
mean, if
this thing is trying to point out your flaws. So
exactly,
she's trying to do that, like, oh, are you like this? Are you like this?
is she gaslighting us?
I know. Are
I'm
you?
telling you, she just hates everyone. She's just like she just wrote a book. She just wrote an book. She
Because
just wrote an article of people that she hates.
right, she's like, oh, I hate this person. I'm gonna admit this right here.
Yeah, yeah,
Little digs.
yeah.
No, because like I previously said, my mom pointed out how I lash out when I'm mad. So that's something that maybe helped me to correct. I guess it just depends on where it comes
When
out.
it happens in the moment
Yeah,
and like it kind of bugged you, that's the perfect time to say it. But once like everything's once when everything is just chill and nothing is really happening, like that person has really done anything, you're just like, bam.
yeah.
Okay, like
Like when you always didn't.
you're like,
And
what
you're
the
like, what
fuck?
the fuck?
Yeah,
Like, huh?
like okay, Charlie,
Hello.
go back to your corner.
Oh, Charlie. Um, Number 8 is you tell everyone to just change their mindset. So, to go a little bit deeper, she says, someone told my friend Carla to just be more protective when her professor had forgotten the deadline for her scholarship. Oh, sorry. Misread that. ¿Qué? Someone told my friend Carla to just be more proactive when her professor had forgotten the deadline for her scholarship application. Even though Carla had repeatedly reminded the professor for months, Carla was frantic and sad and then furious with said friend. We often tell each other just to cheer up, stop thinking that, or be logical, effectively applying conjugative Photoshop to our negative emotions because these feelings are uncomfortable or socially unpalatable, but that is irrational to put a rational filter over everything.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess, like I said, it just depends on the situation
But
because,
like also, there's so much that she can do.
right,
There's so the that because that's not
there
under
should be
her.
somebody higher up than the
That
professor.
like that's not under her control. Like she can't control that. So why shouldn't it be stressing herself out over things that she can't control?
And then finally, number 9 is you push your truth on others. When we discover a solution, specifically after feeling stuck for a long time, we want to shout it from the mountaintops. Whether it's a secret to weight loss or finding spiritual salvation, we hope our loved ones will recap these benefits. And then there is also another deeper
I just love myself.
subconsciousness drive that spiritual author Paulo Coelho writes about. We believe that an extra person subscribing to our truth makes it more valid, especially if we're watching our friends' lives deteriorate and worried about their afterlives of our loved ones. We feel compelled to proselytize. And he uses big words. But this backfires in the end, our truths out, forcing our truths down someone else's throat feels just as uncomfortable and invasive as the metaphor suggests. Moreover, just because something's worked for you doesn't mean it'll work for someone else. Solutions will be tailored to someone's personality, experience, and situation for maximum success. So she's basically just saying, "Shut up! Don't give me your opinion." Because I mean, I asked my friends for certain opinions. If I feel like they've went through something similar, like similar situation, yeah. I mean, I want to hear what you went through and how you went through it. But at the same time, like I will take my bits and pieces and see how I apply it to myself. So I don't think you kind of we force people. I mean, this show kind of forces people to watch.
I'm like, watch
How do you
now.
feel? They're like, yeah, guys, you force your shit on us all the time.
Oh my god, I had a conversation with one of my friends' mom and she watches a podcast. I was like, oh. And she's like, don't
Wow.
worry, like I'm such a cool mom. And
She retro.
yeah. With like 5 kids.
Thanks for
And
watching.
what's it called? She was like, I honestly feel like I have a like I have an honest conversation with you guys. Like it feels like we're having a conversation like face to face. Like I'm not sure if it's just because I know you or it's just because like you guys like do well in what you guys do. I was like, thank you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, overall, We're not forcing anybody to watch the show, but
I'm like, "Eh,
watch it right now.
yo.
Like, subscribe. And the article just goes on to like say what causes people to become
No,
more toxic.
maybe
In the
she's the toxic
takeaway, I
one.
mean, maybe she might take a little bit pieces of her article and like reflect a little bit.
Reflect and look in the mirror and be like, who's looking back at you?
Like, no, but if you feel like you've been toxic recently, like it's okay to take a step back and kind of reflect and see how you've handled certain situations or certain things. I recently have done that in the time span of these episodes. Um, I like to always reflect and see how I could be a better person. I always try to be better. That's why we're here. I personally think that this is why we're here
If you're not
in this
happy,
realm, in this world, in this
if you're not
energies
happy in what you're
line.
doing and what you're living in your day to day life, then what are you doing? You know, you're not
Yeah,
doing something right.
yeah. I mean,
Because we're meant to be on this earth to be happy.
right. Like, well, I mean, we're here to live and experience and go through certain situations where
But like
it
in the Bible,
drastically changes.
if we be realistic, in the Bible it says human were created to be like for happiness. We're created to be happy on this earth.
I personally think that we're here. Be-
Ah, karma.
no, we're here to learn certain things that we can take or into the next life, and then from that life, hopefully, we're better, and then we learn things in that life, and we are slowly moving up this ladder that we're finally gonna reach this.
I think I'm at the end of my ladder.
You think? No, I don't think you're an old
I
soul.
I think I'm an old soul
No, you're not.
because I'm probably not gonna have kids. I know your tia has an old soul. She has no kids.
Irma.
Yeah,
Love you if you're watching
she's probably
this.
not watching this.
I posted on Facebook, so I'm
Oh
pretty
man,
sure
that's
she does.
scary.
Hi, BJ.
He's like, man.
He's like, oh, we gotta shout out. No, but she has us.
Yeah, but like she doesn't have her own kids.
True. Hmm.
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Only God.
Yeah,
But like I said, I think we're in this life to learn certain things, and before we move on to the next step into whatever spiritual journey we're on.
I'm already tired.
So you got a lot of ways to go, sweetheart.
I'm hope at the end of the ladder.
But overall, this message is take a step back if you feel like you're being toxic. Take inventory. Maybe ask your friends. Sometimes friends kind of like, I mean, good ones, close ones.
Or what if
Don't
your
don't
friends?
ask just like a random friend that you just
Or what if
met
your friends are
2 months
toxic
ago.
too?
I mean, yeah, or if your friends are toxic, show them this video.
Ah, mood. Send this
Be
to
like,
them.
the 7 steps to how to know you're
The
toxic.
nine. The
Oh,
nine.
the 9 steps to know how if you're being toxic. And if you are, stop it right here, right now. No, but it's okay. Like it's okay to be toxic sometimes. It's as long as you recognize it. You know, we are human. We do make errors. And it all boils down to what? Communication. Always
Communication.
love pink.
We love communication.
Love pink. Okay, we're gonna move on to am I the asshole? The two asshole debate. So this one is am I the asshole for telling my sister that she is ruining her child's life with an iPad?
Oh wow.
Gonna throw it out for iPad kids. Are you gonna raise iPad kids? I don't. I'm
No,
not
I
gonna.
don't want to.
I don't want to give my kids
I want to
screens.
raise them like how my
I
parents
think we had great
did it
childhood.
to us,
Yeah, I think we had great childhoods. Yes, we had like electronic
but not
devices.
really though.
We had like the Wii and like the DSIs,
Oh
and I
yeah,
had an iPod,
I
but
remember I had a computer. We had a computer too, like
we
a
had a
fat
whole
computer.
ass computer that go.
Yeah, and like get off the computer, you're wasting the Wi-Fi. Okay.
Yeah, we had a big at home computer. Uh, we hardly touched it.
Yeah,
I had an iPod. That was my first phone.
yeah, an
An
iPod.
iPod, and I was like already 15, 16. So it was I had a great childhood. I think my parents did a great job.
Yeah, they actually didn't have a
They made us
phone.
go outside. They bought us toys. You
Yeah,
know, we had like toys to go play outside. Or we always like
biked around.
biked around. Like yeah, we were always active outside. So we didn't really grow up iPad kids.
No.
But also iPad kids are not like now, like a
Yeah,
now thing
but
currently.
like I could have been an iPad kid because remember, like we had iPads
Oh yeah, yeah.
towards the end.
Towards the end. But my sister always locked hers and always forgot her password, and then she would always grab mine or yours and then always crack them.
Yeah,
So that was
there's that.
that. Now we have this iPad that's also cracked.
That's also correct. But my sister didn't grab
But
it.
this one, the books cracked it because I put it in my bag and then I pulled it out and I was like, "What the fuck?" So Apple do better.
Oh,
Okay. Anyways, my sister, who is a 36 female, obviously, and her husband have a 10-year-old kid, who, for the purpose of this post, is called Jimothy.
that's such a. Just
That's
say
a
Jim.
and Jim,
Jim.
who me and my husband sometimes babysit on the weekends, and some days I take him to school. Of about a year ago, we started to notice that Jimmy, I'm gonna say Jimmy because Jimothy is kind of weird, was being to develop an American accent. They're Australian.
Oh.
I was like, okay, backstory.
Also, he was just talking like how we are.
Apparently so. Like, we're more country. I think we have an Indiana accent.
You think so?
Some kids have phases, and so I don't want to make it a thing. Over the next few months, we the accent got thicker and Jimmy became more irritable. Me and my husband brought this up with my sister, who said that Jimmy wasn't very grumpy when with her. Then he started losing interest in almost all activities that he used to enjoy. Again, this is was a concern for me. Every weekend it got worse. We would complain about being bored, but when we offered an exhaustive list of all things that we could do with him, he said no to every single one. The school year for 2024 started, and on the weekend after that, Jimmy told us that his teacher and a few of his classmates had asked him how long he'd been in the U.S. before moving to Australia. At this point, his American accent was very indisguisable from his, a general American accent. My husband and I were really wondering what was happening. When I was at Jimmy's birthday party, his family was invited, including me, and were all so were all of his friends. This was the moment that made me realize to some extent that what was going on. He was on an iPad scrolling some kind of short form content that I did not recognize. His friends wanted to play with him, and he just didn't notice that they were there. People were giving him presents and acting like he was inconvenienced for having to turn the iPad off. Never before had any of my nieces or nephews reacted like this upon me giving them money and delicious treats. I told my sister that something was going on and that Jimmy was obviously not in a good way. Um, she seemed very offended that I was questioning her parenting choices, as she put it, and she decided that me and my husband babysitting Jimmy had to stop. The next time I saw Jimmy was very recently at my niece's birthday party from different parents. Okay, we need a backstory for that one. Jimmy was completely glued to the iPad. He was noticeably skinnier, which I suspect was because he was forgetting to eat in favor of iPad time. And when everyone went over to talk to him, he would almost indistinctively push the screen towards his body so nobody could see. I had to talk to my sister and her husband. And I told them what I thought that a year ago, Jimmy was an energetic kid who got along really well with everyone, and now he reclusive, which obviously is just looking at him from just looking at him, he's been skipping meals. My sister denied any changes in Timothy's behavior, but her husband did admit that I was right to some extent, and Jimmy's friends stopped trying to hang out with him because he said no 100% of the time. I told my sister that he was reckoning Jimmy's life from continuing to let the iPad stuff happen. She started shouting at me, and I walked out of the party.
Okay, I get it. I mean,
It's a long ass
I
one.
take back that my kids are not gonna be iPad kids. I mean, I'm not gonna let them be iPad kids. I'm still gonna push them to be adventurous and nature and all of that. But now these days, technology is gonna evolve, and by the time we have kids or whatever, or you have kids, um, it's gonna be barely impossible not to include technology into their life. So maybe everything is about moderation and control.
Right, but like, I think I won't give my kid
I'm not gonna give my
a screen.
like it's he's not gonna be like 1 year old and be like here.
Right.
Like no.
Yeah. Maybe when he's like
Five, 7,
no
5 or 6,
10,
10.
10.
Like everything's with moderation. Like I'm
Right. Yeah.
like now that I'm thinking I'm like, okay,
Maybe an
so
hour,
not even an hour, like 10 minutes or 20 minutes.
bro. Just turn it on, turn it back off. Okay, you're done.
No, literally. Like I'm not like I don't know. And the way that the mom's not taking care of him. The mom doesn't
No,
give a
because
fuck.
you know why? He's
Why?
he's probably like messing around with stuff, going around. Be like, she's like, here,
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, she prefers not to deal with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like, have you remember we go to parties and like little kids are like running around screaming? What do the moms do?
Especially who's
Yeah,
yeah.
like here, here, sit
Yeah.
down here, and that's all they do.
Like I
And
don't
I'm
want
like,
that.
bruh,
I don't
like
want
let the
that.
kids be kids. Like
Yeah,
take them outside.
yeah,
You know, if they're really disrupting the party like that, just take them outside
yeah.
and like hey, let them run around. They have
Exactly.
energy. Let them be kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, se acabó.
I know, but like I don't. I would not to that extent. No.
No, yeah.
Like especially them missing meals, them not eating, and then them not
Hell,
hanging
I
out,
was prop it up, but I'm eating. I'm
and
grubbing.
like them not want to be with their friends. Like
Yeah,
that's a little bit too much, and that's not even on their fault anymore. That's
yeah,
on the parents' fault.
and like the internet's kind of a scary place
Very scary
without being in
place.
the dark web. Yeah, you know, but it's a very scary
It's still a
place.
scary
There's a lot
place.
of stuff that a lot of kids shouldn't be watching
Watching
or
nor
having access to.
yeah,
So why would you give a 5-year-old an iPad or an iPhone or
yeah,
anything that has wire like a connection to the internet?
yeah.
They're not ready for that.
No, they're not.
So, in my personal opinion, at least, I think. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I say she wasn't the asshole. Just because she's bringing up valid concerns to the parents and like the dad kind of did hear her out there
And
for a
also, she's
second,
the sister of the mom.
but the mom was what probably getting like got offended, but
Yeah,
you know she can shove it up
her little culo.
because
And that I guess they get mad that now that the kid has a very American
a very
accent
American accent.
and not a very Australian accent.
Australian? Are you from
Australian.
Australia? No, I'm British. Speaking of British, Adele is in Munich. I forgot to say that.
She's in what?
Munich,
She's
in
in.
Germany.
Oh, I thought
He doesn't know where Munich. It's Germany.
I thought you
Orion
said
is
I
Germany.
thought you said she's an anemic. I was like, what? I was like, how do you know
Like,
that?
she texted me.
She
She's like,
texted you.
Dario,
I'm
guess
anemic.
what? I'm anemic.
You're like,
Like,
me
girl,
too.
me too. No, she looks amazing.
Yeah, she does.
Adele World looks fantastic. I wish I would.
She was on Ozempic before Ozempic existed.
I wish I would have gotten some tickets, but it's okay. Maybe next time she's
Are
doing
you gonna
some.
go to England? Or is she coming to our United
Well, she was
States?
in Vegas for a while, but
Hers just
tickets were
expensive.
expensive. They were like $1,000
Dollars, yeah.
for like decent seats. Not even
Yeah.
like up to the
Front.
front. Like decent, like mid back row, like that section right there. Over $1,000. So I was like, ooh. I
Yeah.
mean, she worth it. I think she's worth it. She's one of the greatest performers
Singers to this
to
day.
this time. At this
Yeah.
time. But anyways, hope you loved this episode. We kind of ranted a little bit
A
everywhere,
little bit.
but
Tell me if you're toxic in the comments
yeah.
down below.
Tell me
Tell
if
me if
you
you love being
tell me if you
toxic
related to those bullet points a little
or
quick.
if you just like do it for the attention
Are you an attention whore?
or you just like love being toxic because it's the only
Mm-hmm.
thing you have.
Is that you're going for?
Yeah.
But anyways,
Don't be shy to comment
love
down
you
below.
guys. Thank you for watching.
Of course.
We'll see you next week.
Promises.
Question mark. We might post next week too,
We'll see.
given the
We'll see how we're
time.
feeling.
Yes, depends how much you love us, and how much you reciprocate with this
Yeah.
video.
Depending on
Anyway,
how much likes it gets.
depending how many more new subscribers we get. No, for real, by the end of the year, I want to be at 100. So,
We got to 90
so
recently.
yeah.
We got to 90. I'm like,
So I want to be at 100 at least by the end of the year.
100K.
Hey, 100, yeah, 100K. No, the small steps. We love you and appreciate all you guys. Thank you for watching.
And thank you for
Thank you
subscribing.
for subscribing.
And
Share with
thank,
your friends.
and thank you for
Tell them to
liking.
subscribe. Help
And
us
tell your
get
friends to vote for me for homecoming.
help us to get to our goal. Yeah, and don't forget to vote for Arain for homecoming. So love you guys.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
Love pink.
Oh!